Football should be a universal language, one that unites people across cultures and communities. It should be about celebrating skill, passion, and teamwork. But instead, we find ourselves grappling with an uncomfortable truth. Racism still casts a dark shadow over the beautiful game. And this isn't just a fleeting issue. It's persistent, stubborn, and deeply troubling. Take Antoine Semenyo, for instance. On the opening night of the Premier League season, all eyes should have been on his electrifying performance. His brace against Liverpool at Anfield was nothing short of extraordinary, rescuing Bournemouth from a 2-goal deficit and leaving fans buzzing. Yet overshadowing his brilliance was something far uglier, a reported incident of racial abuse directed at him during the match. Here's where it gets both heartbreaking and infuriating. As Semenyo prepared to take a throw-in during the first half, he allegedly endured racist taunts from someone in the crowd. Imagine being in his position, focused, determined, ready to give your all, and suddenly having to face such hatred. Minutes later, visibly affected, the 25-year-old approached referee Anthony Taylor to report what had happened. The game paused briefly as officials informed both managers and players. This wasn't how anyone envisioned the start of a new season. "It's totally unacceptable," said Bournemouth captain Adam Smith after the match. "To be honest, I'm shocked. This shouldn't be happening anymore. Not today, not ever." He went on to express admiration for Semenyo, who chose to keep playing despite the trauma. He's devastated, obviously, but look at what he did next. To score those goals after everything shows incredible strength. Fair play to Ant. He handled it better than most would. And that's exactly what makes Semenyo's story so remarkable. Despite the weight of the moment, he didn't let anger dictate his actions. Instead, he channeled his emotions into pure footballing artistry. In the second half, he tormented Liverpool's defense, showcasing speed, intelligence, and precision. His first goal came from a perfectly timed run into the box, outpacing even Virgil van Dijk before unleashing a thunderous strike past Alisson. His second, a masterclass in counter-attacking brilliance, leaving defenders scrambling and capping off the move with clinical finishing. Bournemouth head coach Andoni Iraola praised Semenyo's composure under pressure, noting how the forward remained focused despite the circumstances. "Antoine understood the situation," Iraola explained. "He stayed calm, continued playing, and delivered when it mattered most. But now, after the game, you see the toll it takes emotionally. He keeps asking why these things still happen, and honestly, it's shameful." While Semenyo's resilience deserves every ounce of praise, the fact remains that no player should have to endure such treatment. Racism doesn't just hurt individuals, it tarnishes the sport itself. Think about it. Here's a young man giving his all on the pitch, only for the narrative to shift away from his talent and toward the ignorance of others. How many times does this need to happen before real change occurs? This week alone, Tottenham Hotspur's Mathys Tel faced vile racist comments online after missing a penalty in the UEFA Super Cup. England defender Jess Kyder also opened up about receiving similar abuse during the European Championship, prompting her temporary withdrawal from social media. These incidents aren't isolated. They're part of a broader pattern that demands urgent attention. So, what's being done? Premier League Chief Executive Richard Masters insists the organization is doing everything it possibly can to combat racist abuse, particularly online. Meanwhile, England's women's national team recently stopped taking the knee before matches, arguing that the symbolic gesture has lost its impact and that new strategies are needed. Adam Smith echoed this sentiment, admitting frustration over the lack of progress. "We've been doing it for years, and nothing seems to work," he lamented. "I don't know what else to say. It's just heartbreaking." But here's the million-dollar question. What does work? No one seems to have a definitive answer. That's the crux of the problem. The solutions feel elusive while the harm persists. And until meaningful action replaces empty rhetoric, stories like Semenyo's will continue to surface. For now, though, let's celebrate Antoine Semenyo, not just for his breathtaking goals, but for his courage and dignity in the face of adversity. Watching him rise above the hate serves as a powerful reminder of the resilience required to thrive in environments marred by prejudice. But let's also ask ourselves, why should anyone have to rise above hate in the first place? Isn't it time we tackled this issue head-on once and for all? What do you think? Is enough being done to address racism in football? Or do we need entirely new approaches? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.